Hello and welcome to the AI with Arun show. In this episode, we are not just talking about racks and servers, we are discussing the very foundation of India's future digital economy. Our topic in this episode is the data center surge in India, an exponential growth story anchored by the most transformative technologies of our era: artificial intelligence, 5G, and cloud computing. Over the next few minutes, I'll take you through a deep dive where we'll explore the astronomical investment coming into this sector, the strategic operational challenges presented by our policy environment, and the technological innovations like liquid cooling that are essential for future readiness. The goal of this episode is simple: to provide an extremely valuable analytical overview that clarifies why data centers are not just real estate assets, but critical digital infrastructure positioning India as a global technology leader. To understand the significance of this surge, let's start with the numbers. The story here is one of exponential scaling. Now, the trajectory is simply stunning. India's data center capacity is projected to surge by a massive 66% by 2026. Think of that, two-thirds growth in just 2 years. We have rapidly scaled up from smaller base of to approximately 1.3 gigawatt of capacity as of the first half of 2025, and we anticipate reaching a whopping 5 gigawatt by 2030. To support this hyperscale expansion, capital expenditure is projected to reach $20 to $22 billion through 2030. This immense growth is translating into tangible assets, expecting to add a staggering 604 megawatt capacity in the next 2.5 years. This momentum has positioned India as the second fastest growing market in Asia Pacific region, ranking 14th globally in the number of operational data centers. India is truly establishing itself as a global center for AI innovation and data center development. What is the fuel powering this rocket ship? It comes down to a convergence of three transformative technologies. First, AI, artificial intelligence. AI is reshaping every sector, and AI workloads demand robust, scalable infrastructure. India is rapidly establishing itself as a global hub for this innovation, ensuring continuous demand for next generation facilities. Second, cloud computing. Global hyperscalers are sensing the immense opportunity here. Cloud adoption is still relatively low among Indian businesses, meaning the growth runway is immense. Many companies are migrating from legacy on-prem infrastructure to hybrid cloud solutions, dramatically accelerating the need for high-quality data centers. And finally, the third one, 5G technology. The nationwide rollout of 5G is fueling an explosion of data consumption. The number of 5G subscribers is expected to reach 980 million by 2030. Now consider this key metric. The average Indian mobile phone user today consumes 27.5 GB of data per month, which is one of the highest data usage rates globally. And 5G users consume even more at 40 GB per user per month. Let's ground these drivers in the current operational data. We look at the market snapshot as of the first half of 2025. So as of H1 or the first half of 2025, the total installed operational capacity stands at 1,280 megawatt, spread across 130 data centers and 28 operators nationwide. The pace of construction remains brisk, with 161 megawatt of new supply added in H1 2025 alone. But the most crucial metric is the future pipeline. We have a staggering 2,887 megawatt of upcoming supply expected by 2030, encompassing both co-location facilities and hyperscaler self-built projects. The upcoming supply is split into two phases. So I told you that 2,887 megawatt of upcoming supply is coming by 2030. Now out of that, 638 megawatt is currently under construction, meaning foundations are being poured and walls are going up, and the balance 2,249 megawatt is currently planned. This pipeline illustrates the market's aggressive long-term commitment. So where exactly is all this digital storage being built? The answer lies concentrated in a few key anchors. Mumbai is the anchor, retaining its position as a preeminent data center hub globally. It holds 46% of the national operational capacity and is expected to account for 41% of the total upcoming supply. We see micro markets like Thane Belapur Road, which has 415 megawatt operational, and Powai, which is 141 megawatt operational, leading the charge. However, the story is broadening. Hyderabad, Chennai, and Delhi NCR are rapidly gaining ground. Hyderabad, for instance, accounts for 19% of the upcoming supply, driven by hyperscalers like Amazon and Microsoft making long-term commitments there. Beyond these primary markets, operators are increasingly looking to establish smaller edge data centers in tier 2 cities such as Lucknow, in Bhubaneswar, and in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. This push is critical to reducing latency and improving customer experience for the massive digital consumer base outside the metro areas. This massive investment flow is supported by regulatory tailwinds from the central government. A landmark step was taken in the Union Budget 2022, where the data center sector was granted infrastructure status. Now, this is vital as it provides operators with easier access to long term financing, enhancing the sector's investment attractiveness. Furthermore, the draft National Data Center Policy 2020 aims to designate data centers as an essential service, ensuring critical 24 by 7 operations similar to power or water utilities. The regulatory framework is being bolstered by laws like the Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023 or the DPDP Act, Digital Personal Data Protection Act, which strengthens data security and privacy norms for Indian citizens, effectively boosting the demand for domestic data center infrastructure to keep data secure inside the country. While the national intentions are strong, implementation at the state level presents complex operational hurdles. We are dealing with a one nation, many laws reality. States are engaged in a fierce competition using a kaleidoscope of specialized incentives to attract investments. So, for example, Maharashtra offers a permanent 100% electricity duty exemption, while Haryana features an aggressive 100% electricity duty exemption for 20 years. Similarly, Tamil Nadu incentivizes the use of green energy with tax waivers. The primary operational hurdle is the administrative friction caused by this fragmentation. Despite having a single window clearance portals, the practical reality of setting up a facility often requires over 30 plus approvals. This complexity forces operators to avoid standardized designs and operational models across states, increasing the overall cost of investment. The industry is rapidly hitting an energy crossroads. As capacity soars, so does power consumption. Data centers are incredibly power hungry. They consume as much energy as an aluminum smelter of 100,000 homes. Consumption is projected to rise from less than 1% currently to about 3% of India's total electricity consumption by 2030. The challenge is clear: meeting this demand sustainably. The answer lies overwhelmingly in renewables and storage. Globally, renewable power half of new data centers, and India is following this trend. A prime example is the colossal Utah NM1 data center near Mumbai, which already sources half of its power from renewables. State policies, like in Tamil Nadu, are also requiring facilities to use at least 30% green energy. Crucially, renewables are becoming the financially smart choices. The volatile pricing and import reliance of liquefied natural gas (LNG) expose data centers to higher costs. Conversely, battery storage costs are falling, and firm renewable energy tariffs, which is in the range of rupees 4.98 to 4.99, are now below the median natural gas tariff, which is at rupees 5.4, making clean energy the better long-term investment. The demands of AI are forcing operators to redesign the facility itself, moving beyond traditional norms. AI and high-performance computing (HPC) workloads create extremely dense, power-consuming environments. We anticipate average rack density increasing significantly, pushing towards a 30 kilowatt per rack, far beyond the existing 8 to 10 kilowatt per rack standard. This level of heat generation makes traditional air cooling insufficient. Liquid cooling has emerged as a pivotal innovation in thermal management. This includes methods like direct to chip cooling or immersion cooling, where servers are submerged in conductive liquid. Liquid cooling is crucial for efficiency, sustainability, and longevity, reducing power use and limiting carbon footprint. India has a unique leapfrog opportunity here. Unlike established markets burdened by expensive legacy air cooled infrastructure, India can adopt these next generation technologies directly accelerating its position in sustainable digital infrastructure. The entire digital boom is validated by one thing: the massive influx of institutional capital. Data centers have emerged as an extremely attractive asset class for global institutional investors. We have seen announcements of more than $10 billion worth of transactions from major global players like Blackstone, Brooksfield, Kodak, and ADIA. This has led to the formation of powerful strategic platforms. Key examples include the Adani Connex, the Adani plus Edge Connex, and the Digital Connection, Digital Realty plus Brookfield plus Reliance. Even major real estate developers like K. Raheja Corp-backed Mindspace business, Parks REIT, are partnering with global operators like Princeton Digital Group. A clear example of this large-scale commitment is the alliance between the Colt DCS and RMZ, established to develop digital infrastructure with an investment of 1.7 billion US dollars. This strong investor appetite and the market consolidation signals long-term confidence in India's growth story. As we look ahead to 2025 and beyond, several key trends will shape how data centers are built and operated. First, the continuation of large-scale hyperscale campuses. We are seeing operators commit to enormous projects exceeding 100 plus megawatt, particularly in key growth markets like Navi Mumbai and Chennai. Second, a strong focus on edge data center facilities. Operators are building smaller units closer to users in tier 2 cities, like places like Patna and Jaipur, to ensure lower latency for streaming, like OTT, gaming, and IoT devices. Third, we are seeing crucial collaborations between chip developers and infrastructure providers. Partnerships such as those involving NVIDIA and Yota are essential for designing sustainable, future ready centers optimized for AI workloads. Finally, exploring next generation power sources. Now, the government is actively exploring the feasibility of using nuclear energy to power data centers, a vision that might begin taking shape in 2025. In summary, where does this leave India and what is the final verdict on the future of this sector? India's data center market is unequivocally on an exponential growth trajectory, driven by institutional capital, policy support, and massive technological demand from AI, 5G, and the cloud. This growth will undoubtedly drive innovation, it'll create jobs, and it'll strengthen India's digital infrastructure, positioning India as a global technology leader. However, maximizing this potential hinges on resolving the complexity created by the fragmented state policy landscape. The industry urgently needs policy harmonization, a unified national framework, and genuinely effective single window clearance systems to streamline the investment process. Ultimately, data centers are not just technology, they are infrastructure. By embracing renewable energy and advanced cooling techniques like liquid cooling, India can meet its energy demands sustainably and cement its position as a pioneer in the global digital economy. With that, we come to the end of the show. Thank you so much for watching. Please click on the bell icon to enable notifications, and we sincerely hope you can join us as a subscribing member. In any case, if you have learned something from this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the AI with Arun show. Thank you for watching.